All right, guys, what's going on? It's your boy, Atypical Security Guard. Just finished up submission wrestling at Team Quest. I'm fucking dying. All right, so today I am so proud to say that I achieved my goal. So I spent all of yesterday, watching videos like everybody. You get into something and you want to learn as much as possible about it. So what do? We hit YouTube and we take a deep dive. And so I watched a ton of information on beginner white belts and things to do, things to look out for. And one of the most important things that I found was there was a video on goal setting and journaling. I know it sounds kind of like childish, but it said like when you're going on this path to try and get better at anything, but particularly with jiu-jitsu, it said that you should journal. You should write down what it is that went well at class, what it was that didn't go well, what were the things that you saw were actual issues, and what were things that you could improve on, right? And then on top of that, by articulating that, you should also come up with goals. You should have a very specific, pointed plan of things that you want to accomplish when you go to practice. Now, if you guys have ever done any sort of like structured martial arts program or wrestling program, when you get in, your coaches have your workout set for you. So if you're working on a particular pass or you're working on a particular submission, a lot of the things that you want to do might not be applicable to what you guys are doing that night. But the great thing about jiu-jitsu is that some of the things that I need to work on are very, very basic. Let me say this again. All of the things that I need to work on are very basic. So my goals were to not have to come off the mat. Very simple goal. When you're at practice tonight, don't come off the mat. For me, my biggest issue, guys, I'm so overweight and I'm so out of shape. And so for me, just like having the endurance and the cardio to just get through the workout without having to come off the mat and sit down, that's a big issue for me. So goal number one today coming in was to get through the warm-up, get through the whole workout, and not have to take a round off or sit out. I was able to accomplish that. Goal number two was no matter what submission you're working, no matter what pass you're working, you're gonna have to get there, right? So I wanted to have at least one sweep or pass of my opponent. So that would be if I'm in someone's guard, get out of the guard. If I'm in someone's side control, get out of side control. I was able to do that 4 different times today with 2 different partners. Both of these guys were in their early 20s, very, very good in terms of their experience compared to mine. I was able to sweep and pass both of these guys. My biggest goal for the night was I wanted to be able to hit an Americana. I was like, that is going to be the easiest thing for me to apply. I'm big, right? I'm heavy. If I can get into a position, I'm 6'1". If I can get into a position of side control or I can get in mount, I knew that I could at least attempt this Americana. So I practiced my Americana for the last 3 days. What was I here on? I was here on Thursday, right? So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then this morning, I practiced that Americana on my wife like 700 times. And my goal was just to be able to hit that Americana. On 2 different partners today, I was able to lock in the Americana, but neither of the 2 guys submitted. And I asked both of them, I was like, what was I doing wrong? Why was I not able to get the submission? And it was real simple stuff like, man, your body was out of position, or, you were leaning back, you didn't have your weight on me, where you had your hand was too high, where you had your hand was too low. So in both of those situations, like, it was a win for me because I was able to actually, get into a position to actually apply the Americana. I was actually able to get it on. I just wasn't able to finish it. But for me, it's crazy how something so simple, like coming in with a plan, having a plan of attack, and just focusing on that. The greatest thing that I think comes from that approach is that it keeps you from being spazzy. right? Like the big complaint about people that are new to jiu-jitsu is that we just kind of spaz out everywhere. I wasn't doing that because I was trying to get into a specific position to be able to apply that, and I think that it helped to control the spazziness. There was one more thing. Oh, yeah. I wanted to hit one takedown. I was able to get 3 takedowns on 2 separate opponents, 3 or 4. I think it was 2 each. I was able to apply a burrito, right? One was like a collar and sleeve trip. I got a double leg. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. Like I'm absolutely just. I know a lot of you guys are probably tired of me talking about jiu-jitsu, but it was awesome. So it was a great class. I came in with a plan. I'm going to go home. I'm going to journal what was positive. I'm going to journal what was negative. And then I'm going to be here in the morning and do it again. So, yeah, I just want to make sure that I keep this log, guys, because somewhere down the road, at some point in time, this is going to end. There could come a time where I just say, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. That has happened. There could come a time where I move out of here. There could come a time where maybe I achieve my blue belt, right? And I say that I'm tired of it. But at some point in time, this whole journey of doing this is going to come to an end. I just want to be able to look back on these moments and have a journal of what it was like and what I was thinking and what I was going through. And hopefully for people who are in the security industry, if you're like me, if you're out of shape, you're overweight, you're getting older, and you're just kind of losing that spark, you're losing that drive and that desire, hopefully this can help to motivate you guys. Like if I can find the motivation to get up and go work out at the gym and then come in here and do this on the same day that anybody can, right? I have been struggling with motivation, struggling with my weight, struggling with my self-image, everything. I'm telling you guys, I'm giving you 100% honesty here, 100% transparency. Hopefully that can help motivate other people, because when you work in our industry, when you work in the security industry, there's very little positive about it. There's very little positive about it. And if you're a father or a husband, you're a man, you're out here trying to put food on the table, provide for your family, like there's no support for us. And I want to help to be that support. I want to help to be a crutch to help you guys go, man, like I can do this too, and I can make some changes too. All right. So I hope you guys are having a great night. If you're working, please be careful. Watch your back, watch your 6. And as always, you guys be great. And I will check you on the next video. Let me see what we got here. We got some questions. Let me see. Flo K says, lovely roses. I have roses on all of my hands and my forearm. Respect. PBE, what's up? How you doing? Someone says, God is going to help you. I believe that. God is in control. Anguish says, what are your top 3 video games? I'm old, so I'm going to give you my top 3 video games. NBA Live 95. NFL 2K on the Sega Dreamcast. That game was insane. And SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain. Actually, let me scratch that. WrestleMania 2000 on the Nintendo 64. Greatest wrestling game ever created. All right, that's it. Have a good night.